Well, hello everyone, it's AmJustDuane. Today, my brother-in-law Roger and I are on another little hike here on the Big Island in Volcanoes National Park. And, well, right now we're trying to find, so I don't screw this up too badly, Pu'u Huluhulu crater. And then we're going to try to go to Pu'u Huluhulu. So you got that? Pu'u Huluhulu is the ultimate, and we're trying to find Mauna Ulu before then. As we're walking along, we thought we followed the cairns, and this is the 1979 eruption behind me. And needless to say, we're not walking over that because we'll break an ankle probably. The ultimate objective is, I have heard that if we get to Pu'u Huluhulu, that we'll be able to see some of the, around dusk, we'll be able to see some of the glow coming from, don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to look it up. I'm going to mess it up even though I look it up. Pu'u Huluhulu is the currently active vent that is throwing lava down the southeast side of the Big Island. Okay, so here's a little travel tip for those of you that are planning on taking the scenic trip, the scenic hike to the Pu'u Huluhulu area. If it looks like you're in an area where no human has ever before tread, you're not on the path. If you're where you have these little yellow reflectors down the middle of the lava and it's somewhat smooth from the travel and scrape and grind of the thousands of boot prints that came before yours, you have a better chance of being on the track. See, there's the little yellow reflectors there and the mounds of rocks on either side of the trail. So we have some degree of confidence now that we'll make it home safely to our loved ones this evening. Not guaranteed, because we've managed to lose the trail twice and we haven't gone a half a mile yet. But we remain optimistic. I tell you, there's no mistaking it when you come across the areas where there have been eruptions, because it goes from rainforest like this to just the ground threw up everywhere and didn't even clean up after itself. So from what we're hearing, what we've been told, it takes 4 years for, it takes 6 months for 5 feet of lava, for every 5 feet of lava to cool. Now look at this right here. I ask you, would you want to hike on that? I mean, not just a couple of little boulder hops. I'm talking like some serious hiking on that. Would you want to do that? Needless to say, we were a little concerned when that's all we had. But so it's just wild, because this particular eruption is from, what did it say, 1979? 69? 1969. And they tell me that it takes 20 years before anything will start to try to grow. So if you see lava, former eruptions that have little tiny plants trying to grow up, it's about 20 years old. So obviously the lava field that we're coming up on now is probably like 30 years old, because it's got some, small shrubs and stuff. But it's kind of a wild experience, because you come to a place like this and you don't really know much about it, and then pretty soon you feel like you can pontificate about the facts and the history of a particular place. Are you probably wrong? Absolutely. But this is YouTube, where everyone can be right. So there you go. Okay, we're still seeing the little yellow tags, so that is good. Well, okay, so we've been humping it. So we can get here in time to hopefully at 15 minutes. And so let's see what we got. Wow. Would you like to see what we got? I don't know. You didn't have to walk that far. So I don't know if I wanted to share it with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, alright, in fairness, get up off your chair, walk around it 3 or 4 times, and I'll show you. Go ahead. That's 1. Come on, fast. 2. Close enough. Alright. Unfortunately, we got a cloud on top of it. But from here, we should be able to see Pu'u, which is the active vent. Hopefully we're far enough away that that cloud that's kind of coming towards us is one of those really nasty, stinky clouds. You know, the ones where you find the bones and stuff later. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my bigger camera just in case we get a clearing, because frankly, we've had a halo of sunniness surrounded by walls of clouds. And I think it's all due to Roger.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Well, after checking with the map, and we don't have a good map. We have the one that they hand out when you come in the entrance to the park. So it's primarily for folks to drive around and find stuff. So it is pretty, but I believe that the hill in front of us is probably Nepal, N-A-P-A-U, and we think that that Pu'u is on the other side of that, because it talks about seeing a glow, so it could very well be that you can see the glow on the other side of this mound, because I'm quite certain that we're not that close to Pu'u, because it's actually spitting forth. That sounded awfully official, don't you think? It was spitting forth. No, it's currently erupting, so we would see more indicators. We would see smoke and steam all down these hills that we're not seeing. So, but it sure is pretty. It was a fun hike. So we feel like, you know, we never lose out here. We're having a great time, and if you can see something extra special, that's just an even better bonus. So we're getting to about our turnaround time though, because the sun's getting low, and you know, like the Boy Scouts say, you know, just leave everything at the cabin and just rush out into the hike, because that's what we did. I have water, at least. I have something to drink, but we have no lights. So, you know, considering that we got lost in the light, we probably don't want to try it in the dark. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hike back.
Aloha.
Oh, there you go. Hold on. We got Roger. Let's get a big aloha from Roger.
Aloha. It's been a nice trip. Hope to see you again.
All right. So there you go. So we're gonna head back and finish off our hike, and hopefully we'll get there before dark. But as always, thanks for coming along, and I look forward to seeing you again on the trail. I don't know if you can see them. We have sunglasses on the ground. Someone didn't make it.